Hello, my name is Nanang Adi Pratama. I'm from English literature class. My ID number is 33210192. Today I want to present about syntax final projects. I take some material as a subject auxiliary inversions, or you can say you can call say and relative clause. Today and what we can get from this material percentage. Let's go. Okay, subject auxiliary is divided to the five form. First form is questions. A question divided to the two parts. Is the questions first is the unusual questions and WH questions. And number two is negative sentence with emphasis. Number three is formal condition sentence. Number four is emphasizing with a certain adverb. And number five is formal or old-fashioned speech. Okay, for the first is questions, and usually questions. A question auxiliary first come before the subjects. Example, an statement say she is going to the store. What a question can be, we can imply is she going to the store? Okay, and the second example is a statement they have finished their homework. What questions can be implied? Have they finished their work? It's complex, like they have worked, they doing the work, but you have to the question is related with the verb questions to be the junction for the first come before subjects to the explaining about the subjects. Okay, and for WH questions like who, what, where, and X, and etc. It's works same way. Example, a statement: he will come tomorrow. The questions. So the tomorrow is explaining about the adverb of time. So you can using when. You can completing the questions with the subject, with the object, and with the adverb. So you have to read all the statement, or sometimes you have to know about what the purpose of the questions with the WH questions. Okay, for the negative sentence with the emphasis, when you start a sentence with the negative words like never or rarely, the auxiliary first come before the subjects. For example, the statement said she had never seen such a thing. Okay, the statement said never seen such kind of things. Okay, what you can be advised? You can be maybe you emphasize the negative word to the begins of the sentence, like never had she seen the such a thing. It's the same. So emphasizing is like you just like the transitive and intransitive. For the statement, for the second statement, for the example, he rarely goes to out of the night, and the emphasis rarely does he go out at the night. So like the first example, rarely we choose the beginning comes before the subject, like the VH or the questions, but it's not the question sentence. So just negative to be a positive. Okay. Okay, for the formal conditions of the sentence, in formal English you can sometimes use inversions in the conditional sentence instead of if. So inversions is about the type 2, type 1, like that. So for the example, regular condition, if he were her, if he were here, we would start meeting. So what the inversions? What the inversion happen is can be a were he here, we will start the meeting. So it's just the if is change the inversion to be a we can uh, we can erasing the if, so the inversion is just the functional of if. For the second example, it's a regular conditions. If she had a noun, she would have acted differently. Reversion can be shown like a he, she, no. She would have acted differently. You just you just take the if from the regular conditions to be inversion. So if is gone for the inversions. Okay, emphasizing with certain adverbs. Certain adverb can use the inversion for the emphasize. Like example, regular sentence or usual sentence-nya. He had never encountered such problem. So what can be inversions? Never had encountered such problem. It's the same, but it's used about emphasizing a phrase like a negative and positive. So for the second is to realize the truth only then. For the inversions only then did the realize the truth. So what the appropriate frequent of adverb is not just never and rarely like for the emphasizing, but we can use often like that, or many. Just it's a more is more huge you can use for this emphasizing with certain adverbs. Okay, for number 5, formal or old-fashioned speech. It's an older, more to formal English. You might the inversions in reported speech or narrative. It's like the baku in Indonesia. It's like you can say baku. Example, regular speech is I'm leaving. No, say John. What inversion? I'm leaving. No, say John. What different? You can catch the different, but for the second example, you maybe the maybe the catch full of the implications. For the first reported speech with inversions, I will not go. He declared he. Regular speech, I will not go. He declared. It's just removing the subject, but it's important because old-fashioned is about show the conditions about what the subject present of this sentence. So the formal English is might the inversion reported speech narrative is maybe it's rarely to using because it's just old-fashioned. Okay, I want to go to the next material is a relative clause. Relative clause give extra information about the noun, and they start with the word like who, whom, whose, and which, that, when, where, and why. Okay, it's like can be a replacement of the relative pronouns. Okay, types of the relative pronouns: defining, restrictive, or non-restrictive relative. Okay, for defining, the point is the essential informations and not comma. So it's hard to expand it. It's hard to be separated, but you have to know about the context. For example, the man who lives the next door is a doctor. For the regular sentence is the man next door, the man is a doctor. So can be combined to kalimat with the who to be a relative pronoun. Okay, and the seconds, non-defining, non-restrictive, that relative clause. Extra, because it's not non-defining, it may be extra. Non-essential information and use the comma. So can be separated by 3 because it's pointing about this sentence have 2 conditions like a subject. Example, my brother who is the lawyer live in New York. What the regular sentence? What the clear sentence? My brother is a lawyer. My brother lives in New York. My brother, who is a lawyer, my brother live in New York. It is non-defining, but it's complex. But you have to know about the using comma or not is a difference. Okay, I want to explain about the relative pronouns and what we can use that relative pronoun. For the first, who, uh, for the people, specifically for the people. And subject, the teacher who taught us. Object, the woman who you met, you met you met is my aunt. What's the different subject and object? The teacher who taught us was kind. The woman who you meet is my aunt. Is a subject is the teacher. The object the woman. The woman is a do. Is the do really in the subject is you. Is a meet my aunt is about participle non participle non phrase participle. So the woman is subject who can be emphasized by the woman. For whom, especially for the people, but with the formal and object. Example, the person whom I saw was an old friend. The persons, because we don't know what is clearly what that persons. We can spread that to the two sentence. The person I saw, the persons I saw was my old friend. It's an old friend. Seorang orang lama. That's it. So we can separate the two and knowing about the conditions about this sentence. Okay, for the relative pronoun, whose is shown the positions. The artist who's the painting one is talented. Because the artist is the object, but the painting one is talented. Painting one is the possessions of the artist. So we can use whose and which for the animal things, like which we can spread by defining and non-defining. Like first, the car which broke down is a fixture. We can separate the car is broke was broke down. The car is fiction. So we combining which because the singularity about the connecting the another thing to the another happening or another thing to another thing like that. And non-defining the reverse. Now non-defining like the first I explained is using comma. The river which flow through the city is beautiful. Okay, that is a more universal because it's for the people, animals, and things in defining clause. Example, the book that you gave is interesting. Very simple because it's a more mobile, more universal. You can use for the everything. This is relative adverbs is just additional material when refers to time, where it refers place, and why the reasons is like using WH questions because it's yes, just know about the adverb context. Okay, we have to about the summer problem, and we go to the analysis. For the first is a part number one, it's part two of this material. For the sentence is the quick brown fox jump over the lazy dog. Okay, they can be separated determiner, but there's subs of the noun phrase. Noun phrase have a sub again after the determiner is noun phrase. Adjective to the quick. Adjective quick is adjective. Noun phrase have a separate again. Have a part, a little part is adjective and noun. Adjective quick is a brown. Adjective the big adjective is quick. The little adjective is brown, and the noun in the last of noun is fox. And we separate to the another sentence is using the context about the verb phrase. It's like jump over the lazy dog. Verb phrase is separate to the verb and the preposition phrase. Jump is a verb because it's only verb on this sentence. Is over is prepositions. Preposition phrase can be separated to preposition and noun phrase. Have another part below the noun phrase, determinant D and the noun phrase, and noun phrase again, and noun phrase have a below part is a adjective. It's lazy and dog. Dog is can be a pronoun because it's animal, can be separated. So the analysis of part 2 of number 1 is the sentence is have built by the noun phrase and verb phrase. Noun phrase and verb phrase with determinant and complex with the verb jump, just like that. Okay, and for the part 2 is a noun phrase and verb phrase. For the sentence is the girl thing is wearing a red dress is dancing. Dress is dancing. So is can be is a noun phrase. Is a noun phrase for the girl and the thing. Can be this. The girl is a determiner. We can separate the game. Beside determiner is a noun phrase. Noun phrase have a pronoun things and girls, and auxiliary is and wearing is can be verbs. Is subs to be verb phrase because it's behind this, and verb phrases have a noun phrase determiner A because a red dress have a A is the determiner, red is adjective, dress is a noun phrase. Dress is a noun phrase because dress is a noun phrase, and noun phrase can be a verb again. The second verb is dancing to be a sub phrase. Okay, number 3. Zefano saw the Hezekiah with the telescope. So the context is Zefano is pronoun because the pronoun of the he of the second subject is a kind of name. What the verb of this sentence is so. What the determiner with the determiner is we have D Hezekiah. So the Hezekiah and the telescope. What are prepositions with? So this number 3 is have a noun phrase and verb phrase. Number 4 is she believed that the earth is round. So the is built by noun phrase and verb phrase. She is me with the pronoun is because the build the big subs of the verb phrase. For the verb is believe, but is we have the relative pronoun in this that can be relative pronoun that as and determiner T, and the noun is earth, auxiliary with is because the second verb, auxiliary verb phrase and around. Okay, for the last I have noun phrase and verb phrase again. For the sentence is the house when I grow up has been the demolished. So we have the relative adverb in here because relative adverb is so about it can be categorized prepositions. So we use from the prepositions when, and this sentence of noun phrase and I grow up is context the kind of sentence inside when. So when is just explaining about the sentence, and the determiner is the house, and just the house, and has been domiciled. It can be another part of this sentence because it's not with verb phrase. For the first is has been, and domiciled is a verb phrase. Okay, I think it's not for me. It's my presentations about the syntax project, final project. I hope you can catch about every explaining of my presentations, and you can get the point about my presentation. For your attention, I want to say thank you and goodbye.